From Lake Tahoe, Nevada, ESPN presents the 3rd annual Caesars Tahoe Billiards Classic. Sponsored by Corner Pockets of America. Lake Tahoe, 6,200 feet above sea level. It's 22 miles long, 12 miles wide. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Caesars Tahoe. I'm Leandra Riley, and joining me in this telecast is a noted billiards journalist, John Stravinsky. John, this is a 9-ball championship. Each game consists of a race to 9 or a best-of-17 competition. But really, the tournament format is much more complicated than that.
That's right, Leandra. This is a double elimination format, as in all 9-ball tournaments. A player is not out until he loses his second match. Now, we started with 118 players. What we have in this match featured are the 2 lone undefeated players. Now, the winner will advance to the finals, and the loser will get another chance via the loser's bracket.
All right, the 2 undefeated players that we have in this particular show is Earl Strickland going up against Howard Vickory. How do these 2 opponents compare?
Earl Strickland is a very emotional player. He's high-strung. He has the capacity to become very nervous. He's a shot maker. He's a risk taker. He's from Houston, Texas, and he's playing very, very well right now.
And what about Howard Vickory?
Howard Vickory is a more composed player. He's older. He plays out of Columbus, Ohio, and he's a thinking man's player. I think we're going to see a contrast in styles, and it should be a very interesting match.
An interesting match is coming up. We're going to take a commercial timeout, and when we return, we'll have our lag for break. Be sure to stay with us here at Caesars Tahoe for this 9-ball championship. Welcome back to lovely Lake Tahoe for the Caesars Tahoe Billiards Classic. This is a quarterfinal of the winner's bracket. Earl Strickland against Howard Vickory. Neither of these men have lost. Now, if you're used to playing straight pool, where it's stripes and solids, this game's a little different, isn't it, John?
Yes, this game is not straight pool. This game is 9-ball. It's played with balls numbered 1 through 9. The balls are racked in a diamond pattern. They're shot in numerical order. The key is the 9-ball. It must be pocketed to win the game.
And now we are ready for the lag to break, and this is going to determine who will break in game number 1. You see Earl Strickland on your left, Howard Vickory on the right. They will hit the cue ball to the far cushion, and whoever gets the cue ball closest to the cushion near their hands will get the lag. And right now Earl Strickland's ball is a little bit ahead, but that means nothing. It's how close you get. And this one's very, very close. It's going to be a tough call, a very, very tough call.
I think it's Howard Vickory.
And Howard Vickory has been determined to be the one who will break. And our balls, I should add in the beginning that stripes and solid is actually 8-ball, and there is straight pool, and this, of course, is 9-ball.
That's right.
As we take a look at Howard Vickory, 36 years old. He's a newlywed. Just got married a couple months ago.
That's right. July.
Right. Your philosophy on the break, do you hit the 1 square on? Do you go a little bit to the side of that?
Well, there are different ways of hitting the break. I think a player at the beginning of a match has to experiment. He knows how he's been breaking the balls all tournament. He'll pretty much keep the same spot. He'll start from the same spot. If balls don't get pocketed, he may change.
Our head referee is Jeff Madamo. And he almost scratched on the break, but he did not. Your thoughts on the break?
That's a very good break. The most important thing is that he's free to see the 1 ball, the yellow ball. That's his first ball he'll be shooting at, and he may have a little tricky time getting on the 2 ball, but it looks okay from here.
The 4 ball dropped on the break, so he's concerned now with 1, 2, 3, and 5.
He hit it a little harder than he would have liked to. You see, he has a problem here. He's snookered behind the 5 ball. That means he can't see the 2 ball. He's going to have to find a way of hitting that 2 ball.
And that angle tells it all.
Now, what he's looking at right now is he's trying to go rail first. That is, he's going to hit the cue ball into the rail and come off the rail to hit the 2 ball. If he doesn't, his opponent will get ball in hand and will facilitate winning this particular game.
That's very true if you do not hit the lowest ball on the table. You don't necessarily hit it in, but if you don't hit the lowest ball on the table, it's considered a foul. And that results in a...
He hits solidly. And
oh, what
he made it. He made it.
Oh.
Well, there's an element of luck there in that shot, but he did hit it very solidly, and he knows that that's a possibility. Yeah, you see how solidly he hit it? I mean, he hit it pretty much dead center. He knew exactly where he was going with the cue ball.
Now he's after the 3.
This is a bank shot here. That's a beautiful shot.
Crowd enjoys it.
It's very important that that a player gets his first game underway in good fashion. It's very important that he plays well in the first game.
It's a relatively straight shot, but it was a long
shot. That's a straight shot, but notice what he did. The cue ball ended up where he wanted to. See, notice what he did here. He follows the ball off the rail. Position is everything in this game. Fairly easy lay right here.
Again, we're seeing another straight shot, but again, it is a long one.
It's a good shot. Shouldn't have any problem from here, Leandra.
How does a player prevent on a straight shot from the cue ball following the object ball into the pocket? Where does he hit the cue ball?
Hit the cue ball dead center.
In the very center spot, and it just stops cold after contact then.
He's in good position here. The 8 ball is straight in. He should just roll the cue ball a little farther up, and he'll have a dead straight in shot on the 9.
Incidentally, we have microphones on both of our players, and I'm afraid Earl Strickland is a little awestruck because we're watching Howard Vickory run out. So neither gentleman has had much to say as you watch Earl Strickland sit rather helplessly in game number 1. Remember, it is a race to 9 or a best of 17. And that's it.
That's the opening game.
Howard Vickory runs out, and that certainly has to be a little bit demoralizing for Earl Strickland.
Yeah, it's not easy sitting in that chair. It really isn't. Fairly easy shot on the game-winning 9 ball.
And there's our score. Howard Vickory 1, Earl Strickland nothing.
Yeah. That was a fairly easy shot on that 9 ball, but what the viewers have to realize is how hard it is to get to that point, the 9 ball, the importance of position play in the table, moving the cue ball around exactly where you want it to. Howard Vickory did not really have a hard shot in that game.
I was going to say, what do you think was the most challenging part of game number 1? Was it the very first or the second shot that he took, or?
It was his ability to control the cue ball, position play. That's a very good break. It's a good break. He's got a 1 ball shot that shouldn't be too hard.
And because he sank the 5 on the break, he will continue shooting as we watch the 1 drop in the corner pocket.
He's not thrilled with position on the 2 ball here.
Why not?
Well, because the shot can be made, but he's got the side pocket to worry about, and he's going to have to come back across the table for position for the 3.
And he did it.
He does.
Ooh.
He does. Close.
Incidentally, the cloth that you see on the table is a trademark of Corner Pockets of America in Billings, Montana. It is a gold cloth. As we take another look at the shot on the 2 ball.
Yeah, this is a nice soft shot he just hit. Just perfect shot. He gets positioning as he wanted to. Here he's got a nice delicate shot on the 3. Follows it up nicely. Look at this. This is going to get a hand. Yeah, you see, position once again. Perfect position for the 4 ball.
He has lined himself up so beautifully with the 4 ball, right between the 8 and the 6.
Here we see it again. See how the cue ball follows up.
Now look where the cue ball landed. And he just left himself such a beautiful angle on 4.
That's the name of the game. About that cloth, Leandra, that cloth is not felt. It's a general misconception. It's 75% wool and 25% nylon. It's always been a weave, never been felt.
might see another run out here, and poor Earl Strickland is...
Looks very much like it.
He hasn't had much chance to show his stuff.
He's going to have to go all the way back to the right of the screen. Yeah. He's going to have to hit the 7 ball. Go all the way up the table and back. Makes the 7, comes back.
Coming back,
Look
keep
at
coming,
this.
keep coming.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh!
that's superb position, just superb.
Now he had to worry about getting snookered behind the 9 ball, and that ball just rolled back beautifully. He left himself a beautiful shot on the 8. What's he going to have to do to set himself up for the 9?
No problem here. He'll hit the 8. There's a slight angle, so he can come out for position. I think he's probably going to come off the rail and leave himself positioned for the 9 in that same pocket. Well, he proved me wrong. I think he's going to shoot in the side.
And again, we're watching a stone-faced Earl Strickland. No reaction, just waiting for his chance to get to the table. But it won't happen in this game unless Howard Vickory pulls a surprise and misses.
Howard. Good shot.
So Howard Vickory has a run of 18 now in this particular match as he leads Earl Strickland 2 games to nothing. When we come back, we'll break for game number 3. Stay with us here in Lake Tahoe, Nevada.
Hi everyone, I'm Tom Mees in the ESPN Sports Center newsroom. Due to time restrictions, we'll be picking up the match between Howard Vickory and Earl Strickland in Game 10, with Strickland leading by a count of 5 games to 4. Now, right now, we're going to show you how Strickland mounted his 1-game lead. Pick it up in Game 3, Earl Strickland sinks the 8 ball, leaves himself in perfect position for the 9 ball, and he sends it home to cut Vickory's lead to 2 games to 1. In Game 4, Strickland decides to take a shortcut to victory. You see him lining up the combination here. Earl trying to combine the 9 ball off the 2. And he does it to knot the match at 2. Picking it up in the 7th game, match tied at 3. Strickland shooting the 8 ball, sets up perfect position for the 9 ball, lines it up and pockets it as well for a 4 games to 3 lead. That's the situation. Strickland and Vickory split games 8 and 9. So we'll pick it up in the Lake Tahoe with a match in Game 10. Strickland leading Vickory 5 games to 4. Enjoy the rest of the match.
Let's take a break from the serious side of billiards and show you a crowd pleaser, a trick shot.
Hi, my name is Machine Gun Lou Butera from Canoga Park, California. I'm going to attempt a Mass A shot here, hitting down on the cue ball, going around the triangle, coming back in and making the 8 ball. If you're going to practice this shot, make sure you do it on your own table at home, because they will not let you play it in your local tavern.
That's because you might scratch the cloth. Lou Butera, the man who pocketed 150 balls in a row in a straight pool match, he did it in less than 20 minutes. Lou Butera, Machine Gun Lou. Back here at our Caesars Tahoe Billiards Classic, we're in game number 10. Let's quickly recap what has happened. Howard Vickory taking the first 2 games, Earl Strickland taking the next 2. And then it's been a seesaw battle back and forth with our score now 5-4. And Earl Strickland will break in game number 10.
Let's see if Earl gets a little luckier on the break here. He's been breaking them well, but makes a ball and doesn't wind up with a shot. I think he's going to like this one.
I get a shot, I can't make one. Did I make a ball? I made a ball.
He made a ball, he didn't even realize
He
it.
didn't know he made a
Jesus,
ball.
I didn't know it made a ball.
It flew so fast, he didn't catch it. He dropped the 4 on the other side of the table, and that was the side he was standing on. I think that's why he missed it.
Shooting the one in the corner. That's pretty good position play there.
I'm glad it rolled that extra inch for him.
Yeah,
He almost got a...
An inch is everything sometimes in this game.
The 7 ball was so very close to his cue ball that he had trouble. You saw he was a 9 ball champion in '82 in Dayton. He's got quite a few titles under his belt. He started playing at age 11. He said as a youngster he used to rack balls in a pool hall, and then started picking up the stick and playing himself.
Now he's getting a little fancy. Now he's getting fancy and the crowd loves it. Made that 2 ball and 3 rails for position.
expressionless Howard Vickory looks on.
3, control that cue, goes a little too far. I don't know if he can see it. He's looking at it very closely. That 8 ball is
just good enough to hook me.
Yeah. You hear what
Hooked me, snookered, blinded. He can't see it. The 8 ball's between himself and the orange one.
He's going to curve it.
The 5.
He was addressing it as though he was going to curve the cue ball around the 8 to hit the 5 and hopefully try to make it. Otherwise, he can play safety. He can hit it. He has enough room to see it, to hit one side of the ball and play safety. That's what he's doing. And that's a pretty good safe. Yeah.
And what he has done is, I would say, double snookered Howard. Howard doesn't have a clear angle at the ball.
Lays the 5 there and brings that cue ball back around behind the 7 ball.
So Earl takes a seat, drinks some water, while Howard tries to mark where he wants to touch the rail.
It's tough. Trying to look at how much room. See the path there between the 7 and the 8. Methodical player. For this kind of money, you can't afford to just step up and fire away.
$25,000, the first prize.
Yep, that's a lot of cheese, as they say in the pool world.
Fourth place is $6,500. Third place, $9,000. So there's quite a bit of difference there. The worst these gentlemen can do is, of course, fourth place, but $6,500 versus $2,500. I can guess which one they're after. What are his options?
Well, I think he's going to take an intentional safety here and try to leave the 6 ball.
I mean, intentional foul?
Intentional foul. And try to leave the 6 ball in a bad place. You see, what he was trying to do was leave the 6 ball frozen against the 9 so that would create a problem for Earl. Earl's got a shot now.
He gets cue ball in hand.
He gets cue ball in hand. He's going to look at that 6 very closely.
That, of course, is the next shot after the one he's going to make now. Yeah. That's why he's so concerned with it. 5 ball up at the other end of the table.
He has the cue ball in hand. He can put the cue ball wherever he wants. Due to the intentional foul on the part of Howard Vickory, a defensive move strategy. I think he can make the 6 ball. He's going to just try to bring that cue ball down the other end of the table and pay the 5.
If it comes back up off the rail, he's got a little angle.
Yeah.
He could have used another inch, but he got something.
Yeah.
He's looking up. He's not too happy with it.
He has to put English on this ball, on the object ball. English is used not only to affect the flight of the cue ball, but also the object ball. You can spin a ball into a pocket.
Beautiful. Beautiful. It's like the 9 ball wasn't even there.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. Here we see how close they are. Uses that English spin, that spin imparted on the ball causes it to go in.
I don't think he could have squeezed a molecule in between those 2 balls. That was an awesome shot.
Well, see, he's not happy because he wants perfect positioning. Many of these players do want perfect positioning. It makes it easier. But he really doesn't have too much of a problem here. He's going to draw the ball back. hit the 8 in the pocket and draw the cue ball back. It's a nice shot.
Just far enough off the rail that he can get a piece of it, and in goes the 9. So Earl Strickland wins his 6th game, taking game number 10 from Howard Vickory. Our score 6-4 in this quarterfinal bracket. Now we're ready for game number 11, and once again, Earl Strickland will break. It's interesting, we haven't seen anybody win 3 games in a row.
We see
two, and then somebody breaks the momentum.
That's right. We see how a defensive move can backfire there and cost the player the game. He took an intentional foul there, and he thought that was the smart move, which it would have been if the 6 had rolled just another millimeter up to the 9, but Earl handled the situation well.
Don Armstrong, our match referee. Jeff Madamo, our head referee.
And
That's it! First time! 9 ball in on the break.
That wins the game. There we go. Let's follow the path. Look how they spread wide open. That's a good break. You see, that is not all luck. If you impart a good stroke onto that break, sometimes just a path opens up like a Red Sea. You know, it spreads open and the 9 ball just rolls right into that corner
In this
pocket.
case, it wasn't the Red Sea, it was the gold cloth. Just parted, and in went the 9 ball on the break, and poor Howard Vickory can do nothing but watch. Our score is 7-4. We're in game number 12, and Earl Strickland has done something we haven't seen so far in this match. He has won his 3rd game in a row, and he is going to try to make that 4 in a row.
He's breaking the balls well.
1 drop, 3 drops.
3 balls dropped. Look at this.
And the 5. Wow.
And he leaves himself an easy shot on the 2. Of course, that's hard to do. But when you break the ball so well and you make several, they're going to be spread out. Pretty calm, Earl Strickland, right now.
Well, his breaks certainly have turned around. In the past, we've seen him spread them out, but he might drop a ball and he'd get himself in trouble. He wouldn't leave himself a first shot, so to speak.
Oh, that was well hit.
His last 2 or 3 breaks have been awesome, especially his last one.
Just try it sometime. Make 3 balls on the break. It's pretty hard.
I kind of like the one before where he dropped the 9 ball on the break.
Ooh.
Oh.
Scratch.
He scratches.
Scratch. Cue ball in hand.
So the 6 comes out. Cue ball will go in hand.
Very.
Tough break.
Yeah, he just hit a little bit off center. Well, ball goes in the pocket. Would have counted.
The 6 ball gets spotted, but take a look at where the 9 ball is. And he is in a very difficult position because the 6 ball has to go right on the spot. Now look where the 9 ball is next to that spot.
If the 9 ball is on any part of the spot, the 6 goes as directly as possible behind it.
Do they touch?
If it can't go, yeah, they touch if they have to. If the 9 ball is, if the 9 ball is over the spot, anytime you put the 6 as directly behind the spot as you can.
So that won't be an easy situation.
Well,
Of course, he gets a cue ball in hand. Well,
yeah, he has
with
cue ball.
combination?
No,
Is that-
no, I think he has a shot at the 6 in the corner. I think he has a shot in the 6 in the corner to the left of the screen there. See here?
Uh-huh.
He's going to use a little bit of follow English, it looks like. He does. He follows the cue ball nicely.
Good shot.
Straight in.
He's
almost amazed at that.
Yeah, well, no. He's lamenting the fact that he's straight in because a player doesn't want a straight in shot all the time. It's not good for his positioning for the next shot. if he had a little bit of an angle there, he could put the cue ball out in the center of the table where he could shoot the 8-ball. See what he does. Just shoots it straight in.
And goes.
But this is a blood test here. He's behind. Can't afford an error. It's a nice shot. It's a nice shot. 9 should be.
That's it. Howard Vickory takes his 5th game, but he still trails Earl Strickland 7 games to 5. We'll be back with our 13th game in our race to 9 right after this commercial message.
I'm Tom Eaves in the Sports Center Plus studios. We'll be going back to Lake Tahoe, Nevada, and Leandro Riley with our billiards action in a moment. First of all, let's update you on the pro sports action going on as we speak this evening, both the NHL and the NBA. National Hockey League, a couple of games already underway. First period at the Odd in Buffalo, the New York Rangers and the Buffalo Sabres. No score to report. But in Hartford, the New Jersey Devils and the Hartford Whalers are both on the board with a goal. McAdams scoring for New Jersey in the first period. Norm DuPont evening the score for the Hartford Whalers, 1-1. In the first period of play. The rest of the National Hockey League schedule, 3 other games. Toronto will be at Minnesota. That game starts in about a half hour. They'll drop the puck in Winnipeg in about an hour as the Pittsburgh Penguins meet the Winnipeg Jets. And the Washington Capitals are on the road to do battle with Wayne Gretzky and the Edmonton Oilers out in Edmonton. One other news note from the National Hockey League. Rookie goalie Tom Barrasso, an 18-year-old just out of high school a few months, has been named the NHL Player of the Month with a record of 4-1-1 between the pipes for the Sabres and a goals against average of fine 2.63. I'll be back with news from the National Basketball Association on the Sports Center Plus update in a moment.
ESPN's a place to be Thursday. The NBA season is off and running, and Sports Center brings you all the latest pro hoop scoops. Then swing into 3 days of live golf from Hawaii. Hale Irwin and Arnold Palmer join at top field at the Kapalua International Championship. And Kenny Bang Bang Bogner will be rattling the boardwalk when he tangles with Mike Brown. Live top-ranked boxing features in Atlantic City welterweight slugfest. ESPN's the most for sports coast to coast Thursday.
Right off the top, let me correct what I just said. It was Tom Barrasso, the Buffalo Sabres, the Rookie of the Month, not the Player of the Month. The Player of the Month, of course, the great one, Wayne Gretzky, of the Edmonton Oilers, but Tom Barrasso, definitely the NHL's Rookie of the Month for the month of October. National Basketball Association, 5 games on tap this Wednesday evening. The action is already underway in Cleveland between the homestanding Cavaliers and the Houston Rockets. And in the second period of action, Cleveland leads the Houston Rockets by a score of 29-21. Other games scheduled tonight, Milwaukee at Boston at the Boston Garden. They're just getting set to tip it off. Later on, about a half hour, the Portland Trail Blazers will be in Dallas, take on the Dallas Mavericks. Much later on tonight, 10:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Pacific Time, New York Knicks at Seattle. And a very interesting matchup, I think, L.A. at San Diego tonight. Norm Nixon, the former L.A. Laker, member of a couple of their World Championship teams, will be in the starting lineup for the San Diego Clippers. Reminder that Sports Center Plus will be back all evening long, updating you on the live action tonight in the NHL and the NBA as well. Time now to go back to Lake Tahoe, Nevada. Andrew Riley and more billiard.
I don't know if he could have made that shot if he intended. That was
no,
peculiar.
exactly. I mean,
peculiar roll.
He got what they call a chilly roll. That was a cold roll.
And now Howard Vickory will get cue ball in hand, 4-ball spotted, and he lines up a nice straight shot into the corner pocket.
Looking ahead, he's going to draw the ball back for the 5. Draws it nicely. Good speed. Here he's got to be careful not to hide himself behind the 8. He's going to want a shot on the 6 ball. He rolls it down.
He's calling, come on, and he's got it. Now he wants it to slow down.
Yeah, yeah. Well, after a while, these players do talk to the ball.
Slow down.
He's talking to the cue ball again. See, the problem is he wants a little bit of angle. He doesn't want a straight-in shot here because he's got to get over back to the other side of the table for the 8, which is on the lower part of the screen there.
Seems he's got all the object balls pinned against the rail just about.
Yeah,
They're not frozen, but
slight bit of angle there to work with, but he's shaking his head. It's tough.
Tough spots.
It's interesting. We've seen Howard Vickory play throughout this tournament. Is he adapting his style of play to match his opponent?
Yes, he was talking to me last night, and he said, well, let's watch this shot. Yeah, Howard said, well, he's going to try a bank shot here.
More than I wanted.
He said you adapt your play sometimes according to your opponent and according to your confidence level. If you're not playing that well and you know it, you cannot try those extremely difficult shots. You may have to go for a safety or not go for that extremely difficult position. At the same time, the better you play, the weaker your opponent plays. So you have to weigh the two. Sometimes you'll have to try a tough shot, or else your opponent will know that you're not feeling so well, and he'll take advantage of it.
I don't think either of these gentlemen has shown much in the weakness department.
No,
they both
haven't.
have made obvious mistakes, but boy, they rallied right back. So I haven't really seen an Achilles heel with either one of these players. One time we saw Earl Strickland scratch on the 8 ball. It was a relatively easy shot. He shouldn't have scratched, and he did, but he came right back and won the next game. Conversely, we saw Howard Vickory make a simple mistake.
He's going to try a bank shot here. Ooh.
Didn't work.
Tough shot.
And it may be a scratch.
But no, you see, now the reason he took that shot, see where he left himself on the 9 ball, the cue ball, perfect line for the 9 ball, and didn't leave a shot. He knew that when he was taking that shot, that the percentage play. He knew that he could bring the cue ball back down to the end of the table, have a shot if he made it, but if he didn't make it, not leave anything there. Earl is, he missed that by a mile.
Get legs, ball.
A little too casual on that.
Whoa.
See, there we see Earl Strickland, a young player. He stepped up. He didn't take his time. He didn't study the shot the way Howard would have. It works for him sometimes. I mean, he gets into stroke and can run several games off, but in that situation, he could have taken a little more time, I believe.
Oh, he misses again.
He just kind of jerked the cue up a little bit there. He jerked the cue up just as he shot it. He just
couldn't pull the trigger.
Couldn't pull the trigger, he says.
God.
Now Earl's taking a little more time.
That was a surprise move, that's for sure. Earl didn't expect it.
He's got to go around the table, same way.
I know. Oh, again.
Crazy. Get tight.
Has somebody got a cap on that pocket or something?
Well, Earl jawed it. That's what he just hit it a little too hard.
I just don't want to win.
I don't believe that. But
God, it looks tough.
he's smiling. It's like licking his chops for the kill, but he did say it looks tough.
Yeah. Well, he's saying it looks tough because he just missed a shot that was easier. So.
That face says it all. Strickland still has the lead.
I mean, this isn't supposed to be a hard shot. It really isn't.
For him.
No.
Our score is 7-6. Vickory right now could tie things up if he can run out.
He's going to shoot this in the corner pocket and just gently pull the cue ball back to the 9-ball. Well, he was fancy about it.
Oh, what a shot he left himself.
He was
look at Earl's face,
yeah,
huh?
He's
He's saying, what a roll.
He doesn't mind.
Oh.
You got a perfect duck. What the hell?
Oh, boy. I think he just got a little too fancy on that shot.
I don't even know about fancy. I wonder if his confidence was flustered because he missed a relatively easier shot before.
Yeah.
He stood up there and he's really thinking about that shot so much. And again, it was a relatively easy shot. It's got to ruffle your feathers.
I think we may see a safety on this shot.
Certainly set the crowd a-buzzing.
Yeah,
He freezes him up.
Freezes him up.
Where's ball?
And I think not only are the balls frozen, I think it's also frozen against
the ball
the
is
rail.
frozen. The rule is, and when you play a safety, not only well, the rule is when not only do you have to hit your object ball, but you have to drive it to a rail, which is what he did. And he also froze the two balls, which means now Earl has to hit
Man, what a shot.
hit the object ball to another rail, or the cue ball has to hit another rail after hitting the object ball.
Or he could take an intentional foul, couldn't he?
No, because that would leave an object ball in. That would leave cue ball in hand for.
Sure. So we wouldn't do that. All right.
And that would be the game would be over. Ooh, that's a pretty good shot for where he was. It's a pretty good safety.
Best he could do.
Give you a hanger, man.
If Strickland wins the game, the score will be 8-6. If Vickory wins the game, it will be 7 apiece. So, needless to say, Strickland would love to win this game and just be one game away from the semifinals.
On this 9-ball shot, there are three possibilities. He could bank it all the way up the other end of the table. He could try to cut it into the pocket, into the corner pocket, or he could try to play safety. It's unlikely that he would do that.
And there's no limit on safeties either.
Looks like he's trying to cut it. He's trying to cut it in the corner, it looks like. No limit on safeties.
Yeah, he decided to think about that again.
I think he's trying to cut it in the pocket. He missed it.
Kicked it in. God.
He missed it.
See what happens when I start missing? I go crazy. Telling you. It's brutal.
Well, Earl's got a fairly easy shot here. He's...
That's it.
Yeah. He said, that one I can finally handle.
So Earl Strickland wins game number 14. Our score is now Strickland 8, Vickory 6. We'll be back with game 15 after these messages. Stay with us. We are back at Caesars, and we've got a trick in our bag. We thought you'd enjoy Jimmy Matteo pulling a nice shot.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Mattei, and the shot that I would like to show you is what I call the boomerang shot. My wife, Ava, taught me this shot a few weeks ago, and this is how the shot goes. I want to send the cue ball in a north direction, have it immediately back up, and send the 3 ball, the red ball, in a south direction, pocketing it back into this corner pocket. As you can see, my wife is a very good teacher.
His wife is a very good teacher, Eva Mataya. You saw her in our 7-ball championship right here on ESPN. Jimmy Mataya, former world all-around champion in bowling. And we are back with game number 15, and you are looking at Earl Strickland, and he could end things right now as we move into game 15. He leads things 8-6 in our race to 9.
Earl is on the hill, as they say. He needs one more game to win the match. And, well, that was his first bad break in a few games we've seen. He didn't make a ball. So now's the time for Howard Vickory.
Earl's sitting in a very comfortable spot. He is 8-6. He can afford to lose 1 game. He can actually even afford to lose 2 more games. So the pressure isn't really on him. It's do or die time, though, for Howard Vickory.
That's true, Leandra. However, never underestimate the ability of these guys to run balls and run games.
We saw Howard Vickory in this very match take games 1 and 2. Earl Strickland didn't even have a chance to get up off the bench. He ran out. 2 wrecks.
We'll be back to play again at 8 o'clock tonight.
He's going to play a safety here. He doesn't do anything. Oh no, he's spanking balls. Good shot and position. Just gently stop for the 4 ball, which is there to the left. This is not a hard rack here. You can shoot that 4 ball in, and you should have position on the 5 without difficulty.
In the pocket
Look
again.
out for that
Scratching.
scratch.
God.
This game could be over.
This match could be over.
This match. He knows it too.
What a costly mistake. The 4 ball is spotted, cue ball in hand for Earl Strickland. And if he can run it out, he'll be in the semifinals.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say he will run it out.
Looks like a pretty obvious spread here, but I don't know. I've seen him miss.
Yeah.
Not just Earl, but Howard also missing basic shots. I think you're on a pretty secure limb, though.
Well, let's see where he winds up.
Oh, he did it?
Yep. That's where he wants to be. He's got the 8 ball on the side.
2 shots from the
This
semifinals.
this match should be history.
Earl Strickland wins it. The minimum amount that he can win after this would be $12,500.
Yeah, the crowd knows it too.
And it looks
And
very
Howard
good.
knows it.
And that's it. Earl Strickland does it. Takes game number 15 and defeats Howard Vickory 9 games to 6. And we'll be back as we look at a very happy Earl Strickland as he defeats Howard Vickory in this winning quarterfinal game. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back at Lake Tahoe, where it took Earl Strickland 15 games to stop a stubborn Howard Vickory 9-6 in the winner's quarterfinal bracket. But Howard Vickory has not lost a match yet, so he will face the winner of the other quarterfinal, and maybe we'll see him in the final match. Earl Strickland, meanwhile, has guaranteed himself a shot at $25,000 and the championship. And our winner is standing by our John Stravinsky for a few words.
Earl Strickland, tough match.
Yes, it was, John. It was a very tough match.
How do you feel going into the finals now?
I feel just great, and it's going to take a good player to beat me. Mesrak, Siegel, or Vickory, one of those 3.
Well, good luck to you. Back to you, Leandra.
Thank you very much, John Stravinsky. And as Earl alluded, it will be Steve Mizarek and Mike Siegel in the other quarterfinal. Be sure to watch your cable guide to see one that will air in your area. For John Stravinsky, I'm Leandra Raleigh. So long, everybody, here from Caesars Tahoe Billiards Classic.